That's fine.
You know what? You know what I mean.
It's whatever. Oh, good. I don't know why this doesn't work.
Yeah, going. Well, you don't need to go to title because you're already at the title.
Well, I figured that this would be like main menu.
Right, but that's
Okay.
what you just hit back for.
Yeah. I know, but I would
But-
think
Yeah,
clicking title would like be okay.
you would think that's fair.
So it's whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever.
So welcome back, everyone. We're
Hello.
here to play.
Here to play some more Echo. We're gonna-
Here's your mouse.
Thank you. We're gonna get on it. It's,
So before we start,
Okay.
I have to ask.
yes.
How you feeling about Leo?
I mean, he's pretty cool. He's a cool
He's
guy.
cool?
I like him.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not infatuated.
This is not a trick question, by the way.
No,
This is just a general.
I'm not infatuated like you are.
Okay, that's so rude to say.
He isn't the love of my life. If that is not
How
so
dare you
rude.
insinuate that he's the love of my life?
He's one of the many loves of your life. Excuse me. I'm sorry. He's great. He's a good boy. I would give him head pats.
Okay.
Is that good enough? Is that satisfactory?
So the reason why I say this is because I feel like Friday is make or break for people.
Okay, so that you'll
With
either
Leo as a character.
so it'll either cement you in either like, oh well, I understand and I still love him, or Leo's the worst and deserves whatever befalls him.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay,
Maybe.
I'll keep that in mind. We'll keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
What are we on 6? And here we are. We're starting on Friday now.
Yeah.
Here we go. Beginning
Isn't
of
that
Friday.
exciting?
Oh yeah, we're getting there.
Wow.
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 Wow. You gotta do your best Owen Wilson for.
I don't know who Owen Wilson is.
Are you saying you don't watch the hit Disney Plus show Loki, where Owen Wilson plays a pivotal role?
I don't know what a Loki is.
Wow.
He's Lightning McQueen, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I love that that's your poll. That's so good.
What else would I know him from?
I mean, he's done voice work, I think.
Yeah, Lightning McQueen.
Besides him. I mean, I couldn't give you a thing off the top of my head that he may have also done voice work in, but he's done other things.
Okay.
But yeah, you don't watch real life things. I understand. It's fine. Wow.
Clint hadn't been lying after all.
What?
Leo whispers it at my ear. Whispers across the table, not looking up from his phone. Also, he's sitting on his phone at the library.
Yeah.
What a loser.
What's he gonna do? Read?
I mean, yes.
He's a dumb jock. He doesn't read.
He could pick up a book on mechanics.
I mean, true. They have pictures.
Yeah, whatever. Nothing. Just finding some interesting stuff. I whisper back.
Good.
Leo grins, but still doesn't look up from his phone. There isn't much to go off of. After reading through it, I'm pretty skeptical of Haunted Echo, the main source of my documentary. At least the last bit of information I just came across references some newspapers articles from 1952. The young wolf named Robert Smith wasn't even a resident of Echo.
Is that an important name?
Nope.
Okay. Not even like smoke room important?
Smoke Room's in 1915.
20s. 15. Oh, okay, so it's way back. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You,
Just
you
checking.
you get a flashback to the 60s. In
Okay.
Jenna's route.
That's fun.
That flashback's real neat because it's actually like 3 different flashbacks happening at the same time, and you just have to parse the information.
I feel like that comes across tough in a VN.
You know what it does? It's really cool, but that's also the reason why I'm like, you don't play that route first. It's in Jenna's route.
Okay.
So if you understand the context of what those flashbacks are, you can parse it very easily. But if
Okay.
you have no idea if you play Jenna's route first and you have 0 context, it's like...
And it seems like that would be a tougher thing to think back on and real like, oh, that was that and that
Yeah.
was... Okay. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. He's been resting at the Echo classification yard after taking a train from the capital. He was on his way to the west coast, and once he thought he had the right train, he attempted to board it. No one knows exactly what happened. Yet somehow, his train hopping went horribly wrong, and he was found with both limbs severed 2 hours later.
Yep.
He managed to crawl 20 yards north, up along the rail before he was found.
That's people losing limbs trying to train hop is a very real,
Yep.
very bad thing.
That's why I just never board trains. There we go.
Well, boarding them when they're stopped is one thing.
I still think that's skeptical.
I don't know. Riding trains is fun.
We'll see. It's not in America.
Well, that's all I've got to go on.
Okay.
So I like riding trains.
I board a train in America, and I'm like, something's gonna happen. I'm going to die on this trip.
Final Destination only happens in America.
It could, but doesn't it?
I mean, yeah. I suppose.
Do any of those movies take place outside of America?
I have no idea.
Well, there we go.
I
See?
wouldn't be able
Proven.
to tell you.
Somehow impossible, he survived the ordeal up to that point. This was mainly due to the mud packs that had been placed on his stumps, halting the bleeding.
What a trooper.
Right? Of note was the fact that Robert had seemingly become delirious?
Delirious.
Oh,
Yep.
because of his blood loss, pain, or trauma. Maybe all three. Oh,
Yep.
likely a combination of all three, actually.
Look at you.
Chase and I were on the same wavelength.
Is that what you want? Do you want that, though?
Depends on the route. Depends on which Chase we're talking about here.
I don't like that you say that, but okay.
He claimed that the bleeding had been stopped by a creature of some kind. When he tried to describe it, he became to sob and scream incoherently. It's hard to say how much of this is being exaggerated by the author. Either way, I don't exactly have time to track down all her sources, so I decide I'll just have to trust it. My legs jump at something soft and ticklish brush up against it. I snap and gaze up at Leo. What? Leo gives me an innocent look while he continues to brush his tail up against my leg. Well, if you're not gonna say anything, then please stop doing that. It's distracting. He does stop, then, and I feel a little guilty, so I look back up.
What an ass.
And thanks for getting a library card just so I could check this out. It's a huge help. He smiles.
No problem, Nutria.
Not one of your sexier words. I return back to the book. It's unlikely that Robert would have survived anyway, due to the extent of his injury and infection. Still, it is of note that he ended up committing suicide a few hours after discovery. You remember he jumps out the
Yeah.
window? Must be painful. Oh my god.
Yeah. That's not a good time.
He apparently slipped out from the fifth. Oh, it was the fifth floor.
All
Okay.
right, then.
So he had a fun drop.
Yeah.
Of the Peyton Regional Medical Center.
I mean, people can at least survive falls out of the second floor window,
Yeah.
but, maybe.
Though authorities simply dismissed it as a case of a man knowing that his demise was nigh and finished the job himself. The author speculated it had something to do with the horror he saw on the tracks. I hear a soft whine coming from in front of me, and I lower the book to find Leo draped across the table on his chest. He's looking up at me with huge puppy eyes. I can't help but smile because it's so fucking adorable, even for a wolf as big as him. What? I have a project to do, remember?
Yeah, I know, but we've been here for 3 hours now. You should take a break.
I look at the time, and I am shocked that he's actually right. How the hell did that happen?
You can tell time, Leo?
Oh my
Holy
god!
shit.
He's learning new skills every day. Well, I guess that's a good idea. I was just finding some really interesting stuff.
I'm sure that project of yours is going to turn out awesome.
He grins and stands up abruptly, grabbing my book up as well, so I couldn't continue to read.
Let's go get some lunch. It's already almost 3.
That's fine. All right, did you want to go to the diner?
You want to eat there?
Well, it's been a few days. I'd like to catch up with the others, you know. I know that's what you wanted to do.
Actually, everyone's busy. I already tried.
Oh, really? What are they doing?
Well, Flynn's working, TJ and Jen are on a hike, and Carl's asleep.
Oh. It doesn't really seem like Leo to just blow off meeting up with everyone. But I guess at this point in the trip, he's just tired of trying.
Valid.
I know I would be. Probably just to show me up what was after what I said last night. Leo takes me to a semi-fancy steakhouse. He, of course, insists on paying for everything.
Of course.
Of course.
Like a gentleman.
Right? I'm not really sure when Leo became so concerned with how I perceive his income. I don't mind though. The meal is good, and I'm happy not to pay the $30 price tag. It does remind me of his job though, so I ask him about his schedule. He says his parents gave him the entire week off, which surprises me. I remember how Leo worked almost every day in the shop. I guess his dad is just mellowing out with age. Again, I have no reason to complain though. On the way back, Leo nudges me as I'm nodding off and gestures out the window.
Peyton High.
Sure enough, our old school is visible out the window.
Want to swing round?
Just to look at it?
Yeah.
I'm tired, but we're not doing anything else. All right, why not? It's past 5 at this point, and as we pull up into the parking lot, there are only a few cars scattered around. We walk around the side of the school, then onto the football field. If Peyton High School puts its money anywhere, it was definitely sports.
Relatable.
Right? I feel like that's most high schools.
Yeah, for sure.
There was one of the reasons I was so mediocre by comparison. Every sport in school was extremely competitive, each one winning states regularly. They win state again since I've been gone?
Nope. Came close last year, though. Almost as close as we did back in '09.
Ah, yeah. You still sore about that? Leo sits down on the top of the bleachers of the concrete bench of the bleachers, and I sit down next to him.
Sometimes. Mostly because we were so damn close, and it really feels like it was yesterday.
It does kind of feel that way. I can remember it pretty clearly. It was one of those few times I'd seen Leo really cry.
Oh,
He wanted that championship so bad.
what a jock.
I lean back and look around, breathing in deeply. Wow, it's really nostalgic being here.
Isn't it?
Leo looks off towards the sunset, and I can see him getting glossy-eyed.
Is it weird that if I could, I'd go through high school again?
I think for a moment. Not really. I'd like to do it. I made a lot of mistakes.
Well, not really because of that. More like it was a lot of fun. I just want to experience it all again.
I grin at him. Hey, we're talking like you peaked in high school.
Did I?
The question catches me completely off guard, and my stumbling around for words that follow doesn't help. No, he sighs. Leo, you've got a good-paying job. You're your own house. Okay, yeah, a pretty damn good life. You're doing better than most. He laughs a little.
I guess I just don't feel like it, you know?
Why not? He leans back.
Well, I don't really feel as good as I did back then. When I think of high school or even further back. Man, those were good days. Those were the good days.
Yeah. I think about how completely inverse I was to that. How my life improved exponentially after I left the town. Well, you know, if you keep looking back, I don't think you'll ever be happy.
Aw, look at that.
This is the best CG in the game.
It's pretty cute.
Though it does make the bleachers look far more worn out, though, than the background previously.
Yeah, well, this is an illustrated background versus the picture of high school bleachers.
It's true. It's facts. It's facts. He looks so sad. I wrap an arm around his shoulder, which is a little difficult considering how broad they are. Because 5 years from now, you'll look back. You'll probably look back at this era of your life and think, "Man, I wish I could go back."
You're probably right.
So let's just enjoy now. Leo sighs again, then looks straight down at me, meeting my eyes.
Chase?
Yeah? He pauses, looking off to the side before turning his eyes back on mine.
I love you. That's gay.
He's
oh
super
my
gay.
God.
By the way, this is like the gayest chapter in
He's
Leo's
so
route.
gay.
I immediately look away.
Chase, please. Please just come back. I miss you so much. Every day.
I stare out across the field, not able to meet his eyes again.
I'll stop smoking. I'll stop picking on Clint. I'll get rid of the gun. Please just come back.
I don't know, Leo. I know how I don't like it. I don't like it there, and I feel like I should keep my options open to find a job, a good place to live.
Just for a year or two. While you're getting on your feet, I'll give you a place to stay.
That sounds great, Leo, but to get back together, that's like setting ourselves up for another breakup, and I don't want to do that.
But then we'd know for sure, without parents or school in the way. It'll just be us, and then even if it doesn't work out, there's some closure there.
For the first time, I feel myself seeing things from Leo's point of view. I'm not necessarily losing anything by at least trying. I don't know, Chase.
I don't know.
And he's right. There really wasn't any closure, mostly because of me.
Yeah.
Facts?
Actual dick hole.
Leo must sense my indecision because he immediately presses forward.
And I'll be making enough to support you while you figure things out.
Hey, I don't want to mooch.
I don't mind. I just want you to be comfortable so you can do what you want to do.
But Echo. Leo's quiet for a moment, a long while before he finally speaks up.
Now that I can't fix, but I guess one way to decide is to weigh what's more important to you.
You're asking me to choose?
I'm not asking that exactly.
Leo glances at me.
But if I did?
I blow out a long sigh. So you are. He doesn't say anything, so my mind starts wandering over the years we've spent together. Despite how much we fight, there's no question in my mind what the answer is, and it hits me like a thunderbolt. Well, I choose you.
Chase, that's gay.
Yeah, but both these characters are. It's really annoying.
It's really annoying.
It's like, God damn it, stop having, like, drama. All at once, his face explodes into a grin. So much happiness in one expression that I don't think I'd ever be able to take back what I said, even if I wanted to. And instantly I'm wrapped up in a tight, warm hug, one that crushes the air from my lungs.
Oh my God, Chase, I love you so fucking much.
Hey.
But you still got a year of school left, so we're gonna have to get back into contact, and we're gonna have to exchange.
I close his muzzle shut with my hand around it, and he just stares back at me with wide eyes. I didn't even say yes.
Wow.
Chase.
Wow,
Chase.
You're gonna be like that. Gonna be like that, though.
I take my hand away from his muzzle.
Oh, well, what do you say?
I look again towards the sunset, past the concrete bleachers and goalposts in the direction of Echo, and take a deep breath. I look back at Leo. Yes. He's God.
Wow.
Chase is the one leading on Leo.
He really is.
And then he kisses me. It's not rough like it was at the train yard. His mouth stays closed, but he holds my head gently, and it's like he's trying to pour all of his love into through his lips. Yeah, that's pretty gay though.
That is pretty gay, huh?
I'm sorry that this chapter gets even gayer.
Look, it is what it is.
It's arguably not as gay as Flynn's route. That's gay in a different way though.
Okay. So that's the horny gay.
That's the horny gay.
I see.
That's a different flavor of gay.
This is the sincere gay. The real gay, some might
This
say.
is the the purest form of gay.
the gay in its purest form.
As a furry VN.
Jeez.
As ridiculous as it might sound, I can feel it.
So it gets gayer?
Well, yeah, you have to go back to his house.
I guess. I don't know. I know that wasn't like the end of the day, but like... So wait, is this the end of Thursday or is this like Friday? Like all
This
of
is Friday.
This is all of Friday.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause that was the end of the day.
Yeah. Well, he said it was like around 5.
Yeah, that's like the end of the day.
That's like lunchtime for me.
You're-
The day's just getting started.
Yeah, fair, valid. My day's usually winding down by then, but whatever.
Leo's heavy, soft body presses me into the bed, licking and kissing up my neck. His hands slide up and down my body, feeling out everything, and his gasping like he can't catch his breath.
Okay, so it is getting a lot gayer.
It's getting a lot gayer.
I see.
Look, see, the word cock is there.
Oh, damn, it is. Where'd you come from? Get out of here.
What? I lay there, my eyes shut as I feel his cock pressing up against mine, writhing every time Leo reaches down to grasp them together. Yeah, see, it gets there.
It alluded to it before, but
Yeah,
never
yeah.
like outright being.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Look, it's not nearly to the extent that Smoke Room is. So, like,
I will take your word for it. I'm gonna.
I slide my own hands down his back until they reach his rear, and I squeeze hard. And Jesus, I hate dialogue like this.
It's pretty.
Another gasp out of the big wolf. Slowly, he starts to lick down the length of my body, staring at my chest and then down to my stomach. He pauses to snuffle.
Yes. Snuffle, like with his nose, I guess.
Okay, sure.
It's
And tease against my navel before his mouth finally closes around mine. My eyes roll back as I clutch into the sheets, arching my back.
Are we done? I guess so.
Yeah. See, that's as far as that goes.
Okay, that's not
thankfully.
so bad. We don't see it.
This
which
isn't
is...
like a 10 fucking minute long like reading of like hanging out with Clifford and Clifford's route.
I see.
In which it just feels like it just keeps going forever, and I actually just skip the dialogue after. So I just
can't be bothered.
a CG pops up in Smoke Room and I start skipping. I just fast forward past
Let's
it.
just
like,
get through this.
I don't care. Like,
Look, there's a skip button right there.
right?
Is that to skip through all the stuff you've been through though?
So you if you go to config, you can, if you have a
After
skip,
choices,
you can, yeah,
scene messages. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha.
yeah.
Okay.
So that's nice. That's a nice setting.
Yeah.
I listen as Leo showers down the hall, and I smile as I hear him sing. I'd usually shower with him back in the day, but I was so tired I passed out as soon as we both finished.
So you're like messy and shit in the bed, falling asleep,
Right.
Bruh.
Once I opened my eyes again, Leo was already in the shower. I'm about to drift off again when I hear Leo's phone buzz. He'd been on it all day, probably trying to coordinate a meeting with the others. It's already Friday, which is hard to believe. We had to get together again before we lost the chance. I look over. The screen is already lit up, so I sit up and look. A message from Flynn.
Okay.
Yeah, well, fuck you two.
Naturally.
Not exactly a surprising message to get from Flynn, but still, I wonder what they're fighting about. From the sounds of it, Leo is still in the middle of the shower, still rocking out his diva pop song.
Ooh. Stop. Why are you looking at me like that?
What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know. Chase seems like he'd be a dick and check the phone.
Yeah?
But I would respect Leo's privacy like a good person.
Would you?
Yes.
Okay. You're
Well,
not curious? You're not curious?
I am, but I'm not gonna go do that. That's
Okay.
terrible.
Okay. Interesting.
See, I don't really. You see, he's being good. I'm
Okay.
making him be good.
Okay.
You listen to me, Chase. You bitch. You bottom bitch.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't like that.
I wonder how much that can't change a lot of dialogue.
Have you never chosen that before?
No.
Ooh.
I read the messages.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is it juicy?
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh well.
You can scroll back.
I could, but we'll commit. We'll see. We'll
I
we'll probably learn anyway.
don't think you will. That's the thing.
You could always just tell me.
Or you could just click it.
Oh, I can go back.
Yeah.
Shit. But I don't want to be terrible.
You don't want to know?
I do, but at what cost?
At finding more about Leo. Chase has already looked through his internet
search
history.
but that's a little well, a little bit different.
Okay.
Maybe, I guess. Do you just really want me to see what it says?
You know,
You got me to go back, so it must be
yes,
good.
I do want you to click that option because I almost feel like if you don't click that option, you just lose out on a lot of information.
Okay, we'll go. We'll check his phone.
With some amount of guilt, I reach over and grab his phone and open up his texts. Immediately, I see a few pinned conversations that's from me. Judging by the dates, they're from when I was still away at college. There also was a few saved attachments, and I quickly swipe away to the other, more recent conversations. The latest is from earlier this morning, and it looks like it was to Flynn.
Chase has a project, Toto. Bullshit, you're fucking with him again, huh? I'm helping him. You planned this from the start, didn't you? What? This whole thing, it was to get back in his pants. Man, Flynn, your texting grammar is garbage. Run-on sentences. But I guess, how about I planned this after you ruined the entire week, huh? Leo's is also bad. Yeah, well, fuck you too.
I frown. It's too bad Leo and Flynn are still fighting, but for some reason their exchange has me feeling uneasy. I pull up his next recent text thread, one with Carl. Carl asked Leo when we're hanging out again, yesterday night. Leo pokes some fun at him about sleeping in the crawl space. Then Leo tells him that he isn't sure, that I'll probably be too busy with my project to hang out. Leo never asked me. I feel my heart start to pound. Today, Carl texts again, asking how things were going. Leo tells him that I wanted to go to the high school for nostalgia's sake, that I wanted to be alone for it. He sent that 2 hours before we even got there, before he acted as if it was on a whim. Then Jenna asks if Leo is avoiding her, if she said something wrong. Leo tells her everything's fine, but again, I'm too busy to hang out. And then he is text to TJ. Yeah, yesterday was so much fun. I know you said you were probably going to be busy, but I wanted to check.
Smiley face.
Terrible.
Chase is still pretty sad about what happened Monday. I think he needs more time.
Oh, okay. Please tell him I'm sorry. He told me he was fine yesterday, but I guess he must have been faking it for my sake.
Yeah, he's still pretty broken up. We'll figure it out, though.
I'm gripping the phone hard. Could Leo have really done all this?
Well, I mean, who else would have messaged the...
To TJ, especially. I sit there quietly, listening to my wolf continue to sing. My stomach twists up as I realize now that that now I have to confront him on this. I've let things slide before, but this is on a different level. I hug my knees and stare at the wall, feeling strangely violated now. As I stare, I see a dark spot with spindly legs move across across the wall.
What?
The spider pauses as if acknowledging me before disappearing into the dark corner.
It's just a regular spider.
It's just a regular spider.
Just a regular spider. It's fading to black. I don't like this.
I sit on hard, uneasy ground, shivering as I try to cover myself up with the blanket. My eyes adjust enough for me to realize that I'm outside somewhere, looking through the branches of dead trees to the many stars above me. Aside from the calls of a few birds, it's completely silent. I stare at the sky above me for a while, wishing that I wasn't so cold so I could go back to sleep. Where am I? The slight confusion I feel mixed in with the apathy of just waking up in a familiar feeling. I can remember when my parents forced me into Boy Scouts 10 years ago. I hated it so much, especially the camping. I could never fall asleep, and when I did finally, it would be marred by me tossing and turning, waking up in confusion as to where I was. I'd sit up straight in the tent, looking around me for up to 10 minutes, wondering why I was in complete darkness and sitting in a sleeping bag.
What a dumb kid.
Especially now there's no tent or sleeping bag. My mind works slowly. It's like it's drenched in a molasses as I knee to the ground with my fingers, digging into the dead vegetation and soil. And then finally, I break through the barrier to
Lucidity.
Lucidity.
Mm-hmm.
And I realize that what's happening to me is real. I'm outside. How'd you get there?
What are you doing? What are you doing there?
He just rolls up the wall out the window next to the bed.
All right then.
That's what I like to think.
It's probably valid.
I look left and right and see that I'm surrounded by trees and bushes. The smell of sagebrush and dirt fills my nostrils as I unsteadily get to my feet. My limbs and flesh are numb from the cold, and I rub my hands up and down my arms, trying to find some warmth. Did I sleepwalk? I must have, unless Leo took me out here for some reason, or someone else did.
Well, who would have done that?
I shiver. I don't know, maybe Chase brought himself.
I suppose.
There's not much else I can do except walk forward. Ahead of me, it looks like the branches clear out into more darkness. I hope that I'm just behind Leo's house, where I know there were some bushes and trees. Either way, I can't be that far away from the house. So I start walking, reaching out blindly to move past sharp branches and prickly bushes. The pain wasn't that bad, not nearly as bad as you'd think it'd be. I look back behind me, staring hard into the blackness. I can't see anything beyond the branches right in front of me, which give me the impression of gnarled?
Yep.
Gnarled. English sucks.
It's like that. You look at that word and you're like, why is it like that?
Yeah. Why is the G there?
Not
Gnarled.
You don't go though. It's just
Gnarl.
It's just pretend it's not there.
Gnarl.
Just gnarl.
Teeth in front of a dark, endless mouth. Quickly, I turn back around and push through the dead vegetation in front of me, trying not to panic. But I knew I was dead the moment I looked down.
What?
A branch scraped across my cheek, and another stabbed me hard in the hip, so I ran right into it. Two stumps gushing blood, splashing the wheels of the train and rails. I finally break out into the open. Now I can see more stars above me, but the complete lack of a moon makes almost everything around me impossible to see. I can see at least that it's a large clearing, but no matter how hard I squint, I can't see ahead of me. Tentatively, I start walking forward, looking left and right for any sign of light that might help guide me back to the town. I can feel a worrying seed of panic starting up in my chest, and I worry I'm gonna explode out of me at any time. The last thing I need is me running through the night screaming my head off. I don't know. It could be fun. Pretty soon I become aware of what it's like. What looks like a large block in front of me. Again, I reach out my hands, walking slower as I approach what it is that's in front of me. They press up against rough, hard, and cold. Whatever it's made of, it's some type of metal. It feels broken and rusted, so I assume it's old. Was it a warehouse of some kind?
Is it the van?
Oh. I sidestep to the right until my hands run up against some bars that stick out from the structure, and that's when it hits me. It's a freight car from the old train.
Okay.
Sure enough, the next thing my hands meet is empty space, so I come across what I remember to be the open door I had sat in earlier. I was out in the train yard. I almost laugh. Did my anxiety about finishing my project cause me to sleepwalk all the way out here?
That's real problematic, Chase. If
What do
that's
you-
if
what do you
that's
mean?
the case.
Look, he has 2 days to finish this project.
I thought he had sleep paralysis, not sleep unparalysis. Like that's literally the opposite of sleep paralysis.
Man, that would suck if you had both. So you just like roll the die. What's gonna be tonight?
Well, it's like you wake up with like you wake up, but you start getting up and walking, but you don't feel like you're in control of wherever you're walking. I guess that would be
I guess
both at the same time.
Yeah, I don't know. At least now I know exactly where I am. I rest my hands on the edge of the car, breathing in the musty air inside. There's a hint of something sweet and sick on top of it, and it crosses my mind that anything could have crawled inside and died. I quickly move away from the car. Turning my body in the direction I know Leo's house is in, I start walking again, pouring through my recent memories to see if I could somehow... Oh, that's not...
Oh,
No.
this?
Oh.
Yeah.
Remember how the hell I got here.
That's a little...
That's fine.
It's fine.
That's fine. I remember Leo coming back into the bedroom, putting his arms around me, then nothing. I definitely fell asleep. Sleepwalking is the only answer.
The only answer.
I don't know. The sound of rustling behind me makes me jump, but I keep moving forward, not wanting some tiny creature. Again, we don't know how animals work in this world.
Yeah.
They mention animals.
Like
they just say animal.
Like say it was a lizard running running like under a bush or something.
Yeah.
Well, Flynn is also a lizard
In theory.
in theory. Like whatever.
It's
anyway.
fine. Squinting ahead of me, I see no lights yield, which is strange because I know Echo should have at least a few lights on, the street lights at least.
They probably meant should have had.
Yeah, no, it's have.
Should have.
Yeah,
I suppose.
that's better grammar.
It's the evolution of grammar.
we're evolving English. A loud metallic clank fills the air, and this time I do whirl around. Hello? My voice is still scratchy from waking up, and I cough to clear it. Hello? The loudness of my voice actually startles me, but the response is silence. Did a bird hit it? Maybe. Maybe I knocked something loose when I was feeling around. I'm definitely not going back to check it out, though, coward. So with a quickened pace, I start moving again. That's when I hear more shifting around in the car, like something is rolling around inside.
I don't like this.
I stop walking again and hold still, perking my ears so I try to hold my breath, heart pounding. This time I don't call out and instead just listen. I swallow and it's loud. I almost jump at the sound. But again, the sound stops completely. I wait for a while longer before I start moving again, this time at a slight jog. A crazy thought enters my mind where I think maybe Leo and I got really drunk and maybe we both came out here and blacked out.
That's so convoluted, though.
I mean, but he's just trying to come up with excuses at this point.
Well, yeah, it's kind of crazy to just be outside for no reason.
Oh, that's whatever. And
Whatever.
It's whatever. Well, that doesn't happen to you? You'll just wake up outside?
Not anymore.
Oh, okay. And that Leo is in the train car right now, hungover and rolling around.
So you're just leaving him behind in that case.
Yep. It's in the middle of that thought, that the sound starts up again. It's louder this time, and it ends with it cutting off from a split second before something heavy thuds to the dead vegetation.
It's coming for you now.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I stop again, but this time it's so that whatever it is doesn't hear me, knowing that if I keep walking, the heavy crunch of my footsteps will allow it to pinpoint me immediately. My throat is completely dry, and a new thought enters my mind. Could it be Clint? I wouldn't be surprised at all if he comes out here and sleeps in the train car. That would totally be something he'd do. While it does ease my worries a little bit, I'm not fully relaxed because I know that dumb fuck has a gun. I also know that he wouldn't hesitate to shoot at something if he was startled. So I crouch down a bit, waiting, listening, and now I'm pretty sure I can hear breathing, ragged, wheezing beneath breathing that definitely sounds like Clint. I gather up some spit in my mouth so my tongue doesn't stick to the roof of it, and take a small breath.
That's such an interesting descriptor.
Statement.
I get that it's tense and all that, but it's an interesting way to tell us about his tense condition.
Hey, Clint. I say gently, quietly, but I'm sure he can hear me. I get some more silence in return, but I also get the distinct feeling that he's listening back. I try again. It's me, Clint. There's an explosion of energy and sound in front of me, but it's not a gunshot. Instead, it's the sense of forward momentum that I can physically feel, that whatever it is in front of me is lunging forward at me.
The music kind of scared me a little bit when it started.
Don't be a coward.
Shut up.
Two loud thuds, one following the other in less than half a second, followed by an explosive, dragging sound. The cycle repeats the second it ends.
Interesting.
Whatever the sound's desperate, almost manic. But I don't stick around to find out, because before I know it, my legs are carrying me through the clearing as fast as they can. All thoughts of what it... Oh, wow, that text box real...
It's going
wild.
Where's it going?
It's going faster than Chase. What it could be are gone from my mind as I just dodged into the trees and bushes to my right, knowing that if I can break through to the other side, I'll be right in front of Leo's house. What's behind me, though, is moving incredibly fast, impossibly fast. Already it sounds like the distance between me and it have been cut in half, and I'm struggling between branches and sagebrush. I hear it break into the bushes with me.
With you and your tiny legs.
Yeah, his stubby legs.
Stubby little otter
his
legs.
Stupid leg, yeah. I love that description from on these legs.
Yeah.
I gasp as full-on panic sets in. Leo. Yeah, call for your boyfriend, it's fine. I scream as loud as I can, knowing that he should be able to hear me, also knowing that he sleeps like a rock. The thing behind me seems to double its efforts as the sound of my voice and the cycle of its movements increased. It now has the momentum of a gallop. Oh, he's a horse. Okay.
I see.
Is it Jebediah?
Jebediah.
He's a cool guy.
Okay.
My breaths are coming out in panic gasps now, and I know I'm not gonna make it because it's only 3 feet behind me. As if a window opened up in the back of my mind, I see it. Two clawed hands outstretched towards me, a face that flashes past too fast for me to make out, but I managed to see a lipless mouth. And then then it slams into my back and crushes me into the ground against sharp branches and rocks. I gasp as the air is crushed out of me, but before I could suck it back into those hands wrapped around my neck, I struggle and pull, but it's like I'm an ant under a foot. I'm so thoroughly pinned that I can't even budge an inch.
So the first time you did this part, how tense were you reading it?
I don't know, just reading it.
You were just reading it?
Yeah.
You didn't feel anything?
No, not really.
Wow.
I was just kind of like, eh. Well, because you don't know the thing.
I know, but it's still a very tense
So, like, it
situation.
has that element where I'm like, well, I don't, like, this is stupid.
Well,
it could just be, I guess in my mind, I'm like, Chase could just be hallucinating.
Yeah, but, like, it's supposed to be that the unknown factor of what it could be is
Yeah,
supposed
and you
to be
know
what's
what?
scary.
I'm far more scared of what Chase encounters on Saturday.
I hate that. Stop saying things.
There's hissing behind my head, and I feel dripping against the back of my neck. Tears squeeze out of my eyes as I try to reach forward, but it's like I'm paralyzed. Paralyzed. I'm yanked back suddenly, my face coming out of something soft and white. A pillow. Yeah, see?
Yeah. Okay. Chase, you okay?
Leo's husky voice whispers into my ear as I take in a huge gasp of air.
Whoa, can't breathe?
I cough and gasp, my face wet in tears as I sit in the bed looking around.
Oh, baby, it's okay.
Yeah, sure. Leo draws me into a warm hug, and I take it limply, my mind only now catching up. I cough a few more times. Sorry, paralysis. Can't move. Leo rocks me a few times, making shushing noises.
I remember you telling me about that. Good thing I was here to pull you out of your pillow.
I nod against his chest, realizing how dangerous it could have been if he hadn't been there. I usually come out of paralysis in under a minute or something. But sometimes. I shudder and pull back out of the hug, wiping my face.
What did you dream about?
You know, the freight car. It's fine.
It's fine.
It was lit. I try to think back, but the dream is fleeting. Was fleeing my mind as fast as whatever it was that was chasing me. What was chasing me? I can't remember.
Of course you can't.
Right?
Jeez. God damn it.
Leo rubs my shoulder and looks at my face. It's dark, but I can see the white of his eye patches, giving him an almost ghostly appearance.
You want to stay up? I can make you tea or something.
The adrenaline is already leaving me to be replaced by fatigue, but the offer sounds nice. Sure.
All right, want to come with me?
I pause, then shake my head, wanting to collect myself alone for a moment. Nah, no. Just give me a second.
All right.
Leo leans forward and kisses me on the forehead before leaving me alone in the dark room. I lay back down on my bed, trying again to remember what I had dreamed about. I was in the woods, and something was after me. That's about all I can recall. The warmth Leo left in the bed quickly has me drowsy again, and I'm about to drift off when something pokes me in the foot. I try to ignore it, but the thought of an insect of some kind has me reaching down to feel it. It's hard and crackly, yeah.
Yep.
Whatever it is, and when I pulled up, I find a dead leaf. Frowning, I pull back the sheets, and there, clinging to the fabric and fur on my feet, is dirt and leaves.
Is he going back to sleep again? Oh.
Well, yeah, it is nighttime.
Ooh, we go to Saturday.
Yeah. Well, that's it for this session.
Oh my God.
Yeah, rotate your saves.
Shut the hell up. Stupid.
So how we feeling?
Oh my God. I didn't like that at all.
What do you mean you didn't like that?
It was spooky.
Wasn't it cool?
It was neat. I mean, like, the writing's really good.
Yeah.
That was good. That was very good. It definitely made me not feel great.
Okay.
That is for sure. Man alive. I mean, like, he like was just looking at the phone, and then all of a sudden it cuts to this terrible dream.
Yeah. Was it a dream?
I don't know.
Huh. Interesting.
What does Leo know? He knows something. He knows something.
I don't know. Leo seems pretty stupid. Like he can't plan anything.
Well, he doesn't have to plan something to know things.
So how are we feeling about Leo?
I mean, you know. I mean, it's not good, the thing that he did. It's very not good.
Uh-huh.
Which I had my suspicions, you know.
Yeah.
The fact that, you know, he was... you know, if he knew that Chase was coming back, of course, all he was going to want to do is...
Just hang out with...
hang out with him. Yeah, not so much everyone else. He could give a fuck less. He just loves Chase.
Yeah, because he definitely does not care about Flynn or Jenna.
No, absolutely not.
It's up in the air whether or not he cares about TJ or Carl.
Oh my goodness. So, you know, we'll see. But yeah, I see what you mean by like not having that information.
Yeah.
But it's not terribly difficult to discern that might have been
true.
what
It's
have
true.
happened.
But it's like it's nice to have like an answer.
Right.
That, like, yes.
you know, no consequences of doing it, so that's
there's
fine.
no consequences. Leo will never know
It's fine.
that you just rummaged through his phone.
Does Chase even remember?
Oh yeah, he does.
Okay.
Look, too much happens on Saturday for Chase to actually like confront Leo on the matter. You hang out with Kudzu, you go to the diner, you have to do your project. That's way too much for like.
You keep talking about Saturday, and I really don't.
That's because Saturday is like the day for everyone's route.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Because it's the mass hysteria event.
Right. You say that like I know what that is.
Yeah. Well, they mentioned the mass hysteria earlier in the game.
Well, I know, but like, why does it happen?
I don't know. Well, it's because they don't explain it.
Do they explain it in Smoke Room?
I don't know.
Do they explain anything in Smoke Room?
Well, do they ever explain the town of Silent Hill?
Good point. Well, kinda.
Well, no, not actually.
Not actually, but like, you know.
They just kind of go like it's evil.
It's evil. Deal with it. Okay, I guess I have
Fuck you,
to.
James.
Thanks, James.
Go back to couples therapy.
Oh boy.
But yeah, next time we'll do Saturday.
Next time we'll do Saturday.
Yeah, see you around, everyone.
Oh boy. Goodbye. That's so scary. I'm so scared. I'm scared.
Okay, yeah.
Damn, that was short. That was nice and short.